The internet can be a shallow place. Nothing lasts forever, and Facebook is no exception to this. In an ever-changing landscape, the new generation is always looking for something new, and with that, Facebook seems to be a relic stuck in time. Although not dead by any stretch of the imagination, there can be no denying that Facebook has been on the decline for quite some time now. Seeing the writing on the wall, quite a few things were done to mitigate this potential disaster. First, Meta was born, a banner under which social media and virtual reality can find a home together. Although Oculus, WhatsApp, and Instagram all fall under this banner, there can be no denying that Facebook is still the main way Meta survives. Without it, the company will be only a shell of its full potential. As such, the success of this social media giant is absolutely vital. The years, however, have not been kind to Meta, as we see them involved in one controversy after the other. The pressures of running such a large platform do not come without its problems, and the biggest so far has been how they police speech. On the one hand, you have those who believe that you should be allowed to say what you want whenever you want, and then you have those who believe that certain limitations should be implemented to combat what they deem to be hate speech. This line has always been thin, and as such, controversy has always surrounded the app, with both sides feeling left out. This can take its toll on any company, and Facebook is no exception to this rule. With a decline of this nature, it was only a matter of time before we would see mass layoffs, and now they have come. As per the New York Post,
Facebook executives are in the process of executing quiet layoffs of underperforming workers that could lead to thousands of employees getting pink slips, according to a report. Several employees told the news site Insider that as much as 15% of the company's workforce could be slashed within the next few weeks. One employee told Insider that managers throughout the company were told to select at least 15% of their teams who are categorized as need support.
Layoffs of this nature are unfortunate. As we see the world go back to normal after the pandemic, many no longer feel the need to spend their time on Facebook. This means fewer engagements, fewer advertisements, and as a result, less revenue.
Facebook employees took to the workplace AppBlind, where they speculated that it was likely whoever was placed in the 15% category would be out of a job. Eliminating 15% of Facebook's workforce means that some 12,000 employees could be out of a job.
It is understandable that with a massive potential cut like this that some would feel very nervous. Seeing a company downsize by such a large number almost seems unreal, and luckily right now it is also still unconfirmed. That, however, is understandable, as it is unlikely that Facebook would make any type of announcements about large layoffs until their annual feedback call with investors. Laying off this many people will no doubt have a negative impact on shares, and at the end of the day, that is all they truly care about.
According to Insider, Facebook's chief engineer, Maher Saba, told managers in July that they needed to start identifying employees in their teams who fell into the category of need support, though they did not specify a percentage. Insider quoted a Facebook employee as saying that management is already telling those who are PIP-ed that they need to look elsewhere for work. It might look like they are moving on, but the reality is they are being forced out, the employee told Insider. Facebook staffers have been bracing for layoffs for months. Last week, Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg told employees that the company has frozen new hiring. Zuckerberg blamed economic headwinds and warned that the company may be forced to undergo downsizing or restructuring.
Freezing new hirings is a clear indication that there might be trouble. What is even more concerning is the language being used, citing economic reasons or clear corporate speak for "back your bags and go."
I had hoped the economy would have more clearly stabilized by now, but from what we're seeing it doesn't yet seem like it has, so we want to plan somewhat conservatively, Zuckerberg reportedly said. His comments were first reported by Bloomberg News.
It seems very likely that this report is true, and as such, employees over at Facebook should probably be preparing themselves for the worst. At the end of the day, Facebook most likely won't be going anywhere anytime soon. They are still extremely popular with an older crowd, and the need to share information will always be there. Although the younger generation is more interested in posting a video on TikTok or calling you a name on Twitter, many still see Facebook as a valuable tool to get their message out. As long as that remains the case, Facebook will still be here for many years to come. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said about their employees.